Frozone is stronger than Elsa because he can say the N-word.
Oh no. Here we go again, dude. Here we go.
You weren't ready. I told you.
No.
You won the debate.
No one is going to be ready for that one. There goes the monetization we don't have.
Ding, 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 ding. How'd that guy do it? Ding, 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 ding.
He was like 1800, 2200.
If you guys don't know what that is, it's a video, but like from Yu-Gi-Oh, they have these things called life points. And on the show, when they would lose their life points, it'd make a sound going ding, 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 ding. And this guy was playing the card game, and he was taking it a little too serious to the point where he lost some life points in the game. And so he himself took the liberty of adding the sound effect to his own.
I think my favorite part of that whole video is the guy sitting next to him who's just laughing. He's just like...
Because he knows what's going on. He's like, why would you do that? How would you feel being the opponent in that situation? It's like, why?
I'd be laughing. Oh my god.
Would you forfeit?
No. Because obviously I won. He has no more life points. So with that, welcome back to the Brews and Bros podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Brendan. Sorry, I'm not here. I'm here, but I'm not here.
Good. Only one of us showed up to record this week. Good.
Well, yeah.
Good. No.
It's been a long week, my friend.
I think it was the last podcast. I was sitting there and I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, you know, like I remember as we were doing it, I remember it was going by like really super quickly. But, like, I remember being out of it.
Yeah.
Almost the entire time.
Yeah. I was here. I was present.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like...
That was pretty much about it. I remember I was, like, physically there. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I really hope that people, like, don't notice that we're, like, out of it.
The whole 5 people. Me and you being 2 of them.
Most likely, yeah. Yeah.
We always noticed. I was like, hey, what's up with my boy?
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing this week? It's probably one of the earlier ones we've done, too, so it's nice to be like, hey, we're somewhat coherent.
In today's episode.
And we're just going to have how Garth Brooks said, we're going to have a conversation.
We're going to have a conversation here, boys.
Something
and ladies.
Fun. Ladies, boys, transgenders,
everyone is welcome at the Brews and Bros podcast.
All colors, creeds, religions, races. What Logic say?
I'm certified as a...
No, we're not not that.
As a houseman?
Wow.
What? That's what he said, dude.
That's not what he said. He said something different.
Well, yeah, but, you know, obviously the way that I was born... prevents me from saying certain things, and that's okay.
He got away with it. You know, that's the only time I ever heard him use that word.
In that one song?
That's the only time I've ever heard him say it.
There's another song that he says it in, but it like...
He slips it in there, little jabs to be like, I'm biracial.
It's just, like, for me, it's just like, I'm not denouncing his ethnicity by any means. It's just, it's weird when he says it, if that makes sense. Like, I've always thought that it was kind of just, like, a little too much. It's like...
The emphasis, like, I'm a certified house, and he just big old bar, like...
Yeah, it's like I get where you're coming from.
You have to remind everyone you're biracial, and then say it, and then you don't say it the rest of the album.
It's just, it's I always thought it was weird. It almost seems, like, forced in, like, a weird way when he talks about it, and...
Well, that album... With that song, that's the one where he had that suicide prevention song, right?
That's the same album, yeah.
But does he have another song?
With the Juicy J song earlier in the album where Juicy J says "kill yourself,"
yeah.
And then I think it's like 3 or 4 songs later is the suicide prevention song. So
I don't. He ain't put out an album in a few years, right? Or has he? I remember when I was living with you, he did, and then his wife left him, and I was like, well, that's...
So that was his mixtape. I think that was Bobby Tarantino, too, but then... I don't know if he's released an actual album since then.
Well, mixtape, album, all the differences.
Yeah, he did. He released an album last year. And that was the one that everybody roasted him for.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm biracial.
Because it was like super booty bars, and people were like, they're really gonna listen to that and be like, wow, this guy's spitting fire.
Well, I mean,
because he had that song with Eminem with where Chris D'Elia was the outro.
Oh, that's right. Because I saw the music video. Because like Eminem dressed up as Logic, right? Or something
I don't know.
like that.
I've honest to God never seen the music video. I don't watch music videos anymore.
Well, because I don't watch them excessively, but there are certain ones where this is interesting. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Chris D'Elia actually dresses up as Eminem.
Yeah, that's
goes over his whole thing.
That's the only one that I know or that I can remember, like actually seeing was Chris D'Elia was Eminem in the music video.
That's a funny guy.
He's hilarious.
We saw him live, and then there was the fight that broke out.
Oh yeah, in the middle of his set, everyone's like, "Shut up!"
But like we're on the balcony, so we can't.
He
obviously can't hear it. He's still going. Everyone below us is having a good time. And I just remember hearing that one lady, like, on the balcony with us, like, shut up, I'm trying to watch Chris D'Elia. And everyone's cheering, like, and this dude doesn't even know this is going on. He's on stage. He doesn't hear any of this.
No, none of it. It was, and I remember, like, the venue security showed up, and they were like, hey, like, what's going on here? Trying to, like, figure it out, obviously. And it was just... I remember it was like the one detracting experience because it's one of those things that like obviously like hear about like hecklers. Obviously they weren't heckling him, but they were heckling everybody else in the audience who was just trying to enjoy the show.
At least in that balcony, like everyone below us, good old time. Mm-hmm. None the wiser. But I remember this dude come out with his little beer gut popping out, wearing a suit. And he points at the guy who, like, disrespected his wife or whatever and says, you! Meet me outside! And he went, and the guy sitting down was just, no. And security came up, like, get out of here, guy!
Yeah.
He was so livid. Dude, him and his lady they got kicked out at Chris D'Elia.
I don't understand why certain individuals, like, act that way. Like how it's like, dude, it's like you're at a public event. Why are you like, out of all of the places to cause a scene, why are you gonna do that? Like, I understand time waits for no one and things happen, but you're telling me that you can't contain yourself as an adult for the next 45 minutes to an hour and then have the argument either like on a fucking street or in the car like every other couple in America.
Especially when you're not going to get your money back.
Yeah.
Like, you paid some money for that. And listen, we got the seats. They were pretty, like, they weren't the most expensive seats. So we were like, awesome. But this dude's wearing, like, a suit. Like, why didn't you just pay for the more expensive seats and go sit up front?
Yeah.
But no, he want to be up there. You! Trying to fight the other guy. Him and his lady are trying to beef with this one guy and his lady. And it's like, dude, shut up. We're trying to enjoy the show.
It's like, leave everybody alone and mind your business, bro.
I'm mid-laughing. I'm ugly laughing. Like, my mouth is stuck open. And I'm bent over going...
And then all you hear is, you! Like, Soldier Boy is about to come crash the party.
I don't know how that song go anymore. I ain't heard it in a hot minute. Since middle school dance party. Dun, 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 or whatever that was.
Pretty much.
But no, man. In any setting, man. I went to a movie theater. Yeah, those were around back before the Rona. I don't know if you were with me or who was with me, but we go and sit down, and we're just in our seats chilling. Because, you got to order your seat, reservate, like, what spot you're going to sit in. Mm-hmm. And this couple's chilling. Or it may have even been before that, now that I'm thinking about it. But this couple's chilling. They're sitting right there. And there's obviously a spot next to them on both sides. And, I'll tell a story in a minute. Hold on.
We have a pizza emergency.
It's pizza time.
Pizza time.
Hello. How's it going? It's going. How are you?
Pretty good. So here's your...
So if you can't hear, he's currently getting the pizza from the door. Sorry for the interruption. It sucks that we didn't have like an ad read that we could have posted in there.
Pizza is hot, so we're gonna let it chill for a minute.
Yeah, that's how pizza is. So
Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by the
The people were sitting down and...
Oh, at the movie theater. Yeah. So, buckle up, kids. This is the ride of how cruel humans are. So another couple walks, and they're looking for spaces, because obviously they want to sit together. That's their girlfriend, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. So everything's already packed in that theater. So look at the couple with the seat next to them, and the seat, like, because they're right where they are. There's one seat on the left, one seat on the right.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the middle. So this couple come up, and the guy says, "Hey, man, you mind, like, moving over one so me and my lady can sit here?" And this guy look up at him, look him in the eye, and say, "No." I was like, "What?" And the guy was like, "Dude, it's just one seat over." And the dude, I swear, he looks at him and he just says, "Should have got here early then, dude. This is my seat." and his girlfriend backs him up, like, "Yeah, these are our seats." And the guy, and the other dude is just sitting there, and he just goes, "But, like, just one seat over."
Mm.
And the guy looks back at the seats to his left, looks back to his right, looks up to him, and is like, "You guys can just sit there and there." And the couple left. Not the one sitting down with the other one. They left, and they go and they're talking, and I guess like the what's it called? Not movie theater security, whatever they are. They're the flashlight people.
Mm-hmm.
They come in, they look, and they're like, "Well, he did get here first. He doesn't have to move."
Yeah.
And then that couple left. Didn't see him the rest of the time.
So, I think it was... I can't remember. I think it was my junior year, or I think it was our junior year of high school.
Yeah, you said you mother.
So that's... I think that was the year that The Dark Knight came out. Or no,
Dark Knight Rises, because, yeah, it was summer of junior year before senior year. Because that's when everything bad happened. That's when that shooting was, right?
Yeah. So
it was a movie.
The girl that I was with at the time, for her birthday, we decided that we were gonna go see Batman, and then we were just gonna like hang out afterwards. And so the movie had already been out for like a decent amount of time at that point. I think it was like right on its way out of the movie theater.
Because nobody wanted to go see it right when it came out after that whole fiasco.
And so we're sitting there and we're watching the movie. Well, there's this guy. He's like one or two rows ahead of us. Movie starts, and I remember like right before the movie started, he sat down. And he was like, I remember he like mumbled to himself. He's like, "Man, I hope I don't fall asleep." Because it was kind of like a late movie. I think it was like a 8:30 showing or something like that. And so he goes, "Man, I hope I don't fall asleep." I don't think anything of it. Probably maybe a third of the way into the movie, and then all of a sudden he's out like a light, just passed out in this movie theater.
Oh no, he paid to go see a movie.
So, movie keeps going, probably maybe a little over halfway at this point. Then he wakes up, and he goes, "God damn it!" And then he stands up and just walks out of the movie theater. And I remember, like, I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, "What the hell was that?"
This is it. This is the end.
I said, "Oh my God!" I was like, I was like, "Who the hell comes to a movie theater, falls asleep, and then just leaves? Just leaves. Doesn't even try to finish. Maybe piece some points together. Just straight up leaves."
He said, "I already missed too much. Gotham's on lockdown. I don't know what's going on."
And it's like it's for me. It's like I wonder if he'd like been trying that for like a week. He'd like go every day to try to watch a movie, but like he gets off at a certain time.
He just can't. This was the day he had the next day off. He said, "I'm ready to stay."
Just passes out.
Just set an alarm. Fall asleep during the trailer. Beep, 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 beep. Movie.
Oh man, the movie's starting. Sorry guys.
Grab the bucket of popcorn next to him. The person's like, "Yeah, that's my popcorn."
And he's like, "Not anymore. It's not."
Yeah, man, I just woke up. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
He's like, "Whew, I'm parched." He's like walking around the movie theater, like just drinking drinks.
Can you imagine someone just like treating a movie theater like their home to take their shirt off, their pants off? They take your soda, they pour it over the head like, nice shower. Goes in
He just kicks off his work boots. He's got some like super stinky ass feet. He's like,
the hole in the sock is big toes poking out. Yellow hangnail. Just, been a long day today. Hey, don't shush me. I just got home.
he's like, I've lived in this movie theater for 4 years now.
They still haven't caught me.
And that's how the squawker was born.
I can't. It hurts my throat still.
You still can't do it?
I don't think I'll ever be able to do it. I think this podcast broke my voice.
Probably.
And for whoever's not listening, it's just like why do I break my back for nobody? And for those of you who do listen, I released a T-shirt, just kind of getting the works going, see what I can do. It's an altered version of Brandon and I's prom photos.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, because at first I didn't realize that the picture above mine was you, because you can't really see your face. And I was like, why is this just a picture of me? I was really confused. And so I'm sitting there looking at it, and I was like, why does he, like, why am I the only one on the T-shirt? And then I started to really look at it, and I was like, well, he said it had something to do with prom night. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the title. I minimized it and reopened the link because I was just out of it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's him on the top. Okay, I understand now.
I tried to X our eyes out, make it look like one of those cool goth things.
Yeah.
I took my my ex-girlfriend's face, I just blacked it out, put red X's over it. I was like, I'm a creative genius. And in case anyone is curious about the merch, obviously you guys aren't, but check this out anyway. We sold one shirt so far.
One shirt so far.
Somebody out there actually cared enough to buy our prom photos on a T-shirt.
And to that individual, we appreciate it.
We do.
We appreciate your support.
So we get better merch.
So eventually, one day soon, we'll have more T-shirts coming out. Hopefully, it's not just the same person buying them every time.
We're going bankrupt. We're making our little profit. Like, hey, we released a mug with the same thing on it. Ba-ding. Oh, thanks.
Thanks. I know you don't drink coffee, but we appreciate it.
The Bruising Bros action figure set. They don't really move. They're more like statues, but you get them at the dollar store, but we're selling it for $20. Ba-ding. Thanks. G.I. Jack.
500% markup.
What are we, Barnes & Noble?
Yeah.
Pay for the membership and you get the price back down. But that price back down is just regular price anywhere else.
That's how they dupe you.
What are you, an elitist because you shop at Barnes & Noble? Yeah.
Yeah. I shop at Barnes & Noble, yes.
I don't go to the regular Starbucks. I go to the one in the Barnes & Noble.
I used to shop at Borders before they closed, so I had to downgrade a little bit and shop at Barnes & Noble.
Sometimes I don't even buy the books at Barnes & Noble. I just read them there. No one stops me. Because
I flash my membership card and they know that I am a paying member of this high society.
I give them $25 a year to extort them of their savings. Sometimes I go to the clearance bin and I rip the red sticker off and put it on a full price item.
There's probably people out there who do that. They cause a scene at the counter and they're like, no. See, this book right here has the clearance sticker on it. I don't care that it's not on clearance in your system. This has the sticker.
I pay $25 a year.
The cashier's just like, you know what? Just take the book.
But the Nook, the $500 Nook is not on 50% clearance.
Where's your manager?
So let me speak to the manager. Emphasis on man.
Sir, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I am the manager. Corporate! Give me the number to your headquarters.
Well, here's the website. I don't use a computer. Can't you see I'm shopping at Barnes & Noble?
I don't have the money for a computer. I spend $25 a year to shop here.
I buy paper books. You don't see me in the public library.
If I wanted to be treated like this, I'd just go to the high school library.
You want me to get shushed? I don't think so.
Deal with the homeless plebeians at the downtown library? I don't think so.
Jerking it in the study rooms.
You know, earlier when I said sometimes in a man's life he's got to draw a line.
Is that where you draw
I'm drawing the line.
You're drawing the line at the homeless people jerking it, or just anyone jerking it in the study room?
Just any, I don't care.
I got...
Look,
Hey, Festus. I got the book on the human anatomy. I'm ready.
Listen here. That's it. I can't. That's where I draw the line.
Well, this is where you gotta draw the line. If you ever go to the local library out here with the big old basement area for studying, that's where they keep the mangas too, with all the study rooms. So you know there's some weeb down there like.
Hey guys, check it out. I got my Hero Academia number 8.
Hero Academia.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, I can't take the books with me. Okay, study room it is.
He's just down there taking pictures on his phone.
Dude, that's smart. Just take the picture of all the books in the library and just be like, now I don't have to pay late fees. Scroll.
Now I don't have to buy a $500 Nook.
I can rent this Wii game at the library too. I'm gonna open up the folders and see what the developers cut out of the Wii game. Checking out Wii Sports from the library.
They're like, hey nerd, didn't that come with the Wii? And they're like, shut up! Shut up! When I'm talking to me, shut up! We had to buy our Wii from the pawn shop.
Jesus Christ. Jeep and Chrysler. That's what I'm gonna start saying.
Jeep and Chrysler instead of cheese and rice.
Jeep and Chrysler. What are you doing? It's nice to know we're more awake and more alert, just goofing off. And you know what? I don't know how we segued this far into to the library from the movie theater.
Well, the segue could be that they're both houses of media. There's art that takes place in both houses, both arenas. If you choose to call them that.
There's some discreet jerking going on
in both. That's how Pee Wee Herman.
I was gonna say Pee Wee Herman.
That's how Pee Wee Herman's career just went down the toilet.
But then it came out of nowhere. I mean, if it was in the toilet, he wouldn't have got caught. He was in the theater. It was one of those porn theaters, though. Really.
Yeah, and that's the thing that always kind of confused me.
Are you not allowed to jerk it in there?
I can see where, like it's like a public indecency thing, because obviously, like, if you're going to, watch a nudie flick, I don't want I don't want Bill from 2 houses over, especially if it's like a small town, and it's just like, yeah.
Just whip it out next to you and look at you and say, yeah, you like this picture? Like, please don't talk to me.
You go home to your wife and you're like, I saw Ted's dick today, and...
How? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you
I'm not going to tell you how. Just listen. There was something that was weird happening at work, and that's all you got to know. But, like, you would think that something like that, like, that's what it would be. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you would think that that's where you would go to do something like that.
Do they sell, like, snacks there? Because if
I
so,
hope not.
I'm staying away from the popcorn.
I hope not.
We extra buttered it up.
Well, can you just... I changed my mind. Can I get my money back? Sir, you can't unbutter popcorn. Well,
you can't unbutter it. Joe's over there just taking a breather. A breather from buttering popcorn?
Can you uncharge my card?
No refund. No shirt, no shoes, no condom, no service. I thought this was a fancy establishment. It is.
I thought this was a place of class.
I pay $25 a month to come to the jerk-off bar, but you send me to the library. I watch one Lisa Ann flick, and then you tell me to get to the study room. That's why I steal all the Maxims from Barnes and Noble. The Maxims.
That's your go-to? It's better than Good Housekeeping, I've found.
I grabbed Highlights magazines for
Highlights?
the mother.
You robbing magazines from a dentist's office? You go to the dentist and you just being like, that's a good magazine right here. You mind if I take that? Sir, they're for everybody. No. I'm taking this Highlights magazine.
Because my dad, he used to work with a dentist. Because like, he owns his own like maintenance business. Mm-hmm. So like every once a week or so, you know, he'd go do it. Sometimes he'd take me with him to go get everything done. But what's funny is sometimes when the dentist would do like get the new magazines in, my dad would bring me the ones I would like. So every month I'd be one issue behind, but I'd always get the Nickelodeon magazine with all that cool stuff and comics, and that was like the coolest thing to me. It's like, wow. But then I grew up and I was like, I don't get magazines no more.
It's funny. So I still, so obviously having the pro membership at GameStop, you get like a subscription of Game Informer.
Yep, I like that. That's the one magazine I enjoy.
So
they would send it to me.
So for the longest time, you know, they would just send it to you in the mail.
Uh-huh.
Well, then I remember at some point, someone had asked me at one of the GameStops that I was at if I just wanted to change it to the digital version. So I would just get an email with like the link to that month's magazine, and I was like, yeah, let's just do that. Like that's fine. And then I realized that like I wasn't getting the emails. So I'd like gone in and asked them a question. They were like, well, that's kind of strange. But we can just switch it back to just the physical copy for you. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And I think out of the entire time that I've had this subscription, like I used to get them really consistent, like every month I'd get them like pretty consistently. I think now I get one every like, I don't know. It seems like every 6 months is when I get one.
Well, it was something cool to look forward to as a kid, too, getting that magazine. But, like, something happened where they messed up something on the address once. And every time I tell them, oh, it's fixed, I haven't got one for, like, years. Even when I worked there, I was like, I don't know what's going on. They were like, hey, did you see the new issue of Game Informer? And I was like, no. So I'd open the drawer, grab the new ones to be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Put it back, because you can't just take them. Uh-huh. They're $5 a piece. Or something like that. I think they were more expensive.
Something like that.
I think you got the better deal if you just did the pro and just paid it off. But something cool to look forward to in the mail. But no, man, it was garbo. I used to collect those. I was like, wow, look at that.
I used to have a fatty stack because I used to have the PlayStation magazine. I used to be, I think I got like a year or something like that of those for like, it was like some really super good deal, I think. Mm-hmm. When I was I think I was like right before I went to high school. I ended up getting, you know, my subscription, and I had a huge stack of them for like years. And I think it wasn't until after I got out of the military, I was just like, you know, cleaning out my room and just like trying to like get rid of stuff that I don't use anymore, didn't need. Right. And it was just this dust-covered pile of PlayStation magazines with like 3 or 4 months worth of Game Informers, and I was like, I haven't seen any of these in I don't even know how long. So I just like tossed all of them. Well,
I didn't toss them. My parents would like toss the old ones and stuff, but there were certain ones I did keep, like for games that I was like, this is the end all be all. Mm-hmm. Like when the God of War 3 was announced, I had that Game Informer like with me. Yeah. Every time God of War 3 was, kept it. I was like, Kratos is so cool. To this day, I think he's cool. Little prepubescent me was like, Kratos is cool. But when it comes to like those magazines and stuff, like I'd always go check the mail, so I'd always get to look first. Mm-hmm. But sometimes they'd have like the JC Penney's ads, and I'd open those real quick, and I'd take the bra one out, and I'd just like hide it, and I'd give my mom all the other mail, and I'd go take the bra one into my room, and I'd like look at the ladies and be like, whoa,
wow, this is cool.
Yeah. Because when you're young, you gotta do what you gotta do. Be like, wow, this is what's out there. High school girls got nothing on adult women.
You're disgusting.
No, adult women are the best. I thought that way in high school, and I think that way now. Now the thing is, now that I think that way, it's normal.
Yeah.
But if it was reversed, they'd be like, yeah!
I think if it was reversed, we wouldn't have this conversation.
Well, you never know, because they seem to let anybody get away with that now, as long as they're liked enough.
As long as they're rich and...
If you're a rich politician or just a likable person, you get away with anything.
Yeah. That's why Chris Brown is still out there making music, despite the fact that he's a notorious woman beater.
Notorious! Who else? I'm trying to think. No, what's his name? I don't think he's beat women, but he's a crazy guy. Basketball player. Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, yeah.
That dude.
He's definitely up there. He's been in North Korea.
That's all that meme where Kim Jong-un said, "What do you mean that wasn't Barack Obama?"
It's just for me. It's one of those weird things that like this weird pull in society that like famous people have, where it's like people worship them like they're the bee's knees, and it's like they're just regular people.
They just happen to have more money.
You just happen to know their name because of one or two things, and it's like they're regular people. Like I couldn't imagine being like that enthralled with a celebrity of any kind, like whether they were like an athlete or a movie star or like a famous author or like whatever. It's like for me I don't understand how people put celebrities on this like pedestal, and then like anything that they say is gospel, and it's like they can say no wrong, they can do no wrong, and be like, and if they do any wrong, it's like, oh well, like they're just misunderstood. And it's like, what's to misunderstand?
They charged you $1.29 for their song, and if you happen to listen to it without paying for it, you got sued.
Yeah, and it's like, that's a whole different discussion, because obviously it's like, it's not hurting them. Like I understand, like that's their content.
Well, and that's a weird thing, because I think that comes down to a breakdown. Like, because if everybody says, "Oh, it's not hurting them," then anybody does it. Then it is.
Then
hurting
it is
them.
hurting them.
But I don't. It's a whole thing. I mean, it's $1.29. It's a song. Just support the artist. I just personally think support him if you can.
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't like buy like CDs or anything anymore.
I will buy CDs or vinyls only if it's like I really, really vibe with it. That's like if you look through my vinyl collection, it's actual music that I just enjoy. Like I appreciate that artist.
Yeah, and so like I don't like just like I don't like, for me, like I understand like CDs, or like I know like collecting like cassette tapes is starting to like become a thing, or like has been a thing for however long now, and that's totally fine. Like if that's something that you want to collect, that's cool. But for me, it's I think it's kind of like you. It's like I don't buy like a vinyl or a CD unless it's something that like I actually like really want. Mm-hmm. Or think that it would be cool to just have.
Like, put it like this. Who's an artist? Like, I'm trying to think of, like, a good example. Usher. Mm-hmm. I like the Usher songs. But I'm not going to go buy an Usher vinyl.
Yeah.
No. Now, let's look at Wu-Tang Clan. Sure, I'll buy their vinyls. I'm like, yeah, I vibe with Wu-Tang. But that's the difference, is I really enjoy Wu-Tang and I don't mind giving them my money. Usher, I appreciate he exists. I like his music.
I'm not giving you your money.
But I'm not going to be like, hey man, here's my money. I'm not dying if I miss an Usher concert, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if Wu-Tang ever came out here and they said, tickets on sale, I'd be like, I like these guys.
Yeah.
And so there's the difference. So I'd probably steal an Usher song. Sure, why not? But I'm not going to give him my money. I haven't yet to give Usher my money.
I'd like your posts on social media, but that's about as far as it's going to go for me. So
I don't even think I follow that dude on. I should probably give him a like and just shout out. I know we ain't famous, but it's been working for me on Twitter, man.
That's true. It has been working for you on Twitter. Just shout outs to random celebrities.
Don't nobody ever follow me back, and then they like the celebrities reply to me better. Look, speak of the devil. I'm at 25. Yeah. Wait, no. He's at 25 likes. Yeah. I'm at 9.
Yeah.
What is this?
Like when we were talking about that the other day, and I was like, sometimes that's just how it is, and I think like for me, it's one of those things that it's like for me, I never used Twitter to like try to like become famous or anything like that. Like I would always, obviously like I would try every once in a while to, have some like quirky thing or, try to say something funny just to see what would happen. But then I started to realize that like I wasn't using Twitter to like try to get famous. I was just using Twitter to like send memes to my buddies or like, just stuff like that. Or like I would just talk with my friends rather than like try to like actually get famous.
Well,
or like try to have like a big like Twitter following.
Well, the thing is, I'm not trying to get famous on Twitter. I'm just trying to get some kind of a following on there because it's like all these people who use it. Oh yeah. But I'm like, well, I am. I'm on there. I have the platform.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize all people do is just follow the celebrities because they only care about what the celebrities think. Brings it back to what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They're just regular people. They just happen to have a blue check mark. I guarantee you, because I've seen people who aren't anybody's with a blue check mark. If I message Twitter and say, hey, I'm a co-founder of this podcast that we're doing. Boom. Verify. Get a blue check mark. People be like, what? This guy has a blue check mark. Oh, he only has 13 followers. Then they're going to be like, are they going to follow me or do I have to be known before they follow me? See, don't appreciate me when I'm dead. I'm here now. The jokes are coming now.
The jokes are coming now. They're not going to come afterwards.
Yeah, dude. When I'm dead, it's going to be rigor mortis. You're going to listen to old jokes.
That's how death works.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to come back from the grave and be like, boo, I have another joke for you.
I mean, you might.
Knock. Knock. Then they'll just have to move because I think the house is haunted.
Uh-huh.
Every time I'm banging on the door, I'm just trying to tell a knock-knock joke.
Hey! Annabelle!
Annabelle, that stupid doll. It's a ghost! Ready to hear a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably won't even know what I'm saying. It just sounds like with rattly chains. Who was Ebeneezer Scrooge's business partner he screwed over? He had the chains. He said, Scrooge, you screwed me over. That's why they call you Scrooge.
He's like, yeah, I thought that was known. He's like, it's in my name.
Get screwed. What if, did they ever make an adaptation where like Ebeneezer Scrooge just like doesn't change his life and just becomes even worse off?
He doesn't heed the word of anybody seriously, and he's like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever experienced in my life. He's like, get out of my house, number one.
He then goes up to Tiny Tim's dad and he's like, you know what? You're out of a job permanently. What? That's for pranking you with those three losers. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Tim's funeral comes up. Ebeneezer walks by. Ha! That's what you get.
He's like, good riddance, dude.
Just think, you could have not complained and had enough money to pay for that surgery probably. But nope, you want to complain about a little PTO on Christmas. Everybody takes Christmas off. I need employees.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hired you.
He's like, look, man. He's like, I don't, he's like, capitalism, sure, it's a little rough sometimes, but, he's like, I didn't say that you needed a job to survive. He's like, you're the one who came to me. He's like, look, man. He's like, obviously, he's like, look, bro, I'm just trying to make my money. He's like, you can't get rich without the suffering of other people. I don't make the rules. That's just how it be.
It's not my fault you can't pay your family. Why isn't your wife working?
Yeah. He's like, there's no restrictions on that.
This is England in the 1840s. There might be something, but come on. She could sell herself. I don't know why he's Australian, but I don't know. That's all I'm saying. If I see that version of Scrooge, I'll be good to go.
You would think that that would be a more prominent version.
Real life Ebeneezer Scrooge wakes up. That was a stupid dream.
He's like, huh? That was a weird lucid dream. Oh well, everybody better be at work tomorrow.
Time to put the cocaine back in my little necklace thing. Because that's probably what they had back then. It was a little, what is it?
It's like a little pill holder with a little thing of coke. They
What's
got a
that
little
thing?
spoon.
It's that, not even, it's just like that little tube, and then they pop it off, it's on the necklace, they put it up the nose, put it back, put the cap back on. Scrooge probably got one of those. His pocket watches.
That's why he's so mean, because he's just coked out all the time.
And he's not really checking the time. He's just... Why is he screaming at 3:15?
And that's why he's so upset about people trying to take money or take time off, is because he's like, I need money to support my cocaine addiction. I
can't have them do another welfare check. Just keep working.
He's just sitting up in his office, just like numb from all the coke, and he's just sitting there like Scarface, and he's just like, hey, so you want to talk to me, huh?
That's how you want to talk to me?
He's like, you want to take a time off? You can take time off when I kick my boot right up your ass.
I'll tell you when to take time off. When I'm fucking dead. Jack?
He's like, you come into my office and you think you can talk to me like that? He's like, this is the house of Ebeneezer Scrooge.
You know who pays your bills for your kids' medical bills? Me. That's who.
I actually think it would almost be funnier if he wasn't like Scarface, but he was like an Italian mob boss.
You know who pays your bills? Me.
No. Like stereotypical, like New Jersey's. Like, do you understand who pays your bills?
Hey, Tiny T, come here.
Hey, Tiny T, you come here.
That's for your dad.
You come here. You see what I'm seeing, Lil T? Look at this.
Tiny T. Tiny T.
He's like, I understand both your legs are broken, but you keep giving me any more problems, I'll break your arms.
Tiny T, listen. Yeah, your father's a little late on rent payments. I'm gonna need them crutches. No, don't cry.
Don't cry.
Just give me the crutches. Make it easy on me. Make it easy on you. And your pop still has a job.
He's like, you think I like doing this? You think I like coming down here to my place of business and robbing you? That's not what I'm about. You know I'm a nice guy. You know that I got a big heart. You know that I come down here every single day to check on the on the workers. He's like, you think I enjoy robbing you? Of course I don't.
I could cut your father's pay, but he got to put food on the tables. I'm not a monster.
He's
now
like,
give me the crutches.
he's like, I'm no criminal, but if you don't give me those crutches, you're gonna have to call the police. And I swear, if I have to call the police, you and we's gonna have some problems. Cause guess what? I may not know you very well, but you look like a rat. You look like you would snitch. Is that what you are? You a family full of rats, you son of a bitch!
Dad, you like that, Tiny T? Where's your dad? That's what you get. Where's your wife? Yeah!
It's just like a whole different dynamic. It's just like if Ebeneezer Scrooge just like was like a
stereotypical mob boss.
He's just down there. He's like, do you understand? Like he's like talking to the feds, and he's like, why are you coming down to my place of business? He's like, look what we do here. He's like, we compact trash. There's no dead bodies here. He's like, look, again, like I was telling Tiny T over there before I took his crutches. I mean, before I had to tell him.
I refurbished them.
Look, I needed them for something. I was doing a skit for some of the guys in the back, okay? I'm giving them back. Don't worry about it. He's gonna get his crutches back. In fact, you know what? No, forget it. He's gonna get a brand new pair of crutches. He's like, but you come into my place of business where we compact the trash of this city. He's like, you want to come down here? I might compact you, cause you're trash. He's like, you impede in my business right now.
All right, here's what we do. You won't tell Scotland Yard? I throw in an extra 5 pieces your way. How's that sound? Just like that, copper. And you keep on walking. You hear that, Tiny T? That's what you get.
He said, I knew you looked like a rat. You wearing a wire?
Your father's getting half pay for the next 6 months. And he better figure out how to pay me back. I'm gonna break both your legs. Hey, you like that?
You just like take Al Capone and you just time travel his ass back then. And he's like, taxes. He's like, I ain't paid taxes in the future. I ain't paying them in the past. I'll never pay your taxes.
Woo! Get him. No, now I'm just thinking like the 3 ghosts that visit him. They're just people that he whacked. Scrooge is sitting there. Ooh.
He's like, hey. Shit, Jimmy.
Hey, Ebeneezer, wake up. It's me, Paulie. Paulie? Thought you was dead. It was. No, I'm a ghost of Christmas past. What ghost? But coach! What that mean?
He's like, a ghost.
Ebeneezer, what it means is, I gotta show you some things that you used to do back in the day. And we gonna try to fix them. Remember when you was a kid and you had good Christmas? Well, yeah. But then remember, I said something a little off color, so you had me, whacked. Oh yeah, that was my fault. I apologize, Paulie. No, it's all water under the bridge. It's a pretty nice gig up here. But you did mess up.
He's like, you did mess up. Look, he's like, even in the afterlife, I've got the feds coming to my door in heaven, knocking on the door, asking where you're at.
And you know what? God's a pretty cool guy. He put in the work. He said, Ebeneezer? Never heard of him.
Said, that guy Ebeneezer? Man, doesn't ring a bell. He's like, God's like, I know two people. I know Adam and I know Eve. That's all I know. Now, unless you come back here with a warrant,
you ain't
coming in.
Now, what you should be doing...
He's like, hey, Peter, kick him out. Take him off the list.
What you should be doing is bugging that trifling ass Lucifer. He's the one you really should be bugging on.
He's the one. Did I tell you that he betrayed me?
Hey man, Judas, he was in cahoots.
We was minding my business. I was just a simple carpenter, and look what happened. Look what happened to me.
I was just sitting there praying on the rocks with my homies. Next thing I know, them roving by goats. They come up, and my homeboy Judas come up. He give me a on the cheek. Next thing I know, they take me away. Good thing Peter over here cut one of their ears off.
Next thing I know, is Tiny T's coming up here telling me that Judas is a rat. And I said, wait a second, is you ratting on the rat? Does that mean...
I had to kick him from heaven. Matter of fact, I didn't even know he died yet. I thought Ebeneezer took his crutches away, not his life support.
Look, listen, I got a call from a payphone, and on that payphone, they told me that they took care of business. Now, I understand that I'm a trash compactor, so when I hear the phrase, I took care of business, I'm thinking that they just compacted the trash. And I don't know anything about no dead bodies.
My hands are clean. That's John the Baptist.
Look, there's 12 guys back there. There's 12 guys back there. They got alibis. Okay? All of them. Every single one of them.
Not Judas. I told you already.
Look.
He's a little in the head.
You don't talk to Judas. I think he was dropped as a baby.
I think he had a little too much of the gabagoo as a kid.
I think he's been hanging out with them people in the market. You know what I'm saying?
He's been hanging out with that Mary Magdalene.
He's not a good guy, so don't go talk to him because he's gonna tarnish my reputation.
And before you say anything, they were all of age when I turned that water to wine.
They're like, listen, I understand there were no laws back then, but the way I look at it is there's no laws when you're on the claws.
So when you read that part about the wine, it was actually seltzers.
It was that grape stuff that you give your kids on the New Year's.
On the communion.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really feeding them the body. It was all wafers. But if you want to believe that, you want to believe that. You could say they ate me and they drank my blood. A little more spooky that way. But I will tell you one thing. They really did put me up on that tree.
They really did. And let me tell you, that some bitch hurt.
Then they put me in a rock. No blanket. No nothing. It was cold. 3 days.
3 days. I ain't got nothing. No firewood. No food. No drink.
It's dark as heck. I'm sitting there like, babagoo. But you know what happened? One of the homies, Dad sent one of his boys, comes over, rolls it over. And there I am, buck naked.
Rolls it over, says nothing, gives me a thumbs up, disappears. Goes right back to my dad's place.
I had to go find my own clothes, just to come back. And my homie Timothy, he's saying, I don't believe it's you. I had to show him my hands. You know what's in my hands? Holes. Because Peter, bless his heart, said he didn't know me. Because he ain't a rat.
And that's all I'm saying, is it's this guy Tiny T over here. Him, Judas, and I swear to God, that son of a bitch Lucifer, they're the ones who is down there. They're down there right now, Copper. They're down there right now, coming up with the plan to throw my ass out of heaven. Do you think I want that? So I had to take matters into my own hands. And I had to send my boy Ebeneezer down there to break a couple kneecaps.
And you know what else? You can't kill a Don unless you have a sit down. That's why they ain't made the first move against my dad yet.
Because Lucifer ain't got a car. He ain't got no way to get up here.
He ain't got the cojones. Last time he tried something like that, he said, hey, I could be in charge. You know what my dad did?
Kicked his ass out.
Kicked him out. Not only did he kick him out, he took his wheels, he took his money, took his funds, and he put him in a basement. Ain't to be seen from again.
All he's got down there, listen, I think I understand why the guy's so upset. It has nothing to do with being kicked out of heaven. Sure, that was quite a family fiasco.
It's
but
pride.
I'm telling you, it's because all that's in that fridge down in that basement is old Mountain Dew. I'm telling you. It's at least 2 years old.
And let me tell you this. His pride's a little hurt. But that's his own fault. He ain't get a little big head. No problems. And I remember he called me. I'm out there taking a fast, right? A fast. Not eating no food, drinking nothing. And he want to call me and say, hey, guess what I can do for you? I said, hey, you better hang up the phone right now.
So
you get behind me, Lucifer.
How'd you get this number?
I called him the name. I said, Satan, you get behind me right now. Right now, Satan, you get behind me. I'm going to tell my dad. And when I threatened him with my dad's action, he said, please, don't tell your dad. That's how I know he ain't a real one. But he a rat. He a rat. Him and Judas, they rats. And don't forget about Tiny T over there.
I swear to God, that Tiny T... I swear to God, sorry the Pops up there, but I swear to God, if I find out that Tiny T kid is back on my block again...
He's not going to be in the basement.
I gave Peter strict instructions that if you see a little boy with crutches coming up here, you better send him away. It's nothing personal, except for the fact that the kid's a rat.
And at a last regard, or whatever, if I need to, I'm going to call St. Michael over. You don't want to mess with St. Michael.
Let me tell you, that guy's been doing stuff for us in this organization for years.
He's the #1 hitter. He's our Iceman.
For years.
How old is the Earth?
Older.
Older than that. Before time was even a thing. Before I was even a thing. He's always been my dad's #1 kappa.
He's always been the guy that no matter the situation, I can call him up any day of the week. Any day of the week. And I know that business is going to be taken care of.
I go, burp, burp. He answer. The first word he say is, whack. Because he knows.
His favorite game to play? Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole, whack-a-rat, whack-a-mole.
He'll listen, all I'm saying is you get on my bad side, I'm telling you, Ebeneezer, St. Michael, and Peter, they're all gonna come to your house. And then let me tell you, they're not gonna be nice. You might have some smashed china. You might have some, the curtains might be ripped down. And let me tell you, your kneecaps, they ain't gonna work so good.
Why you think Tiny T had them crutches in the first place?
Cause I found out that he was ratting on my boy Ebeneezer, saying that he was trying to take away Christmas time. But listen here,
my birthday, and not just was it my birthday, but Tiny Tim used my name in vain. He said, my dad, I swear to God. And I said, that's it. That's it. You do not swear to me on my birthday of all days. Ebeneezer, take the knees. He took them, and look what happened. His dad still asking for Christmas off. It's a wrap.
He's done. I don't want that kid around me no more. I don't want to be here no more. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, this interview right here between me and you, Mr. Cop, is done. I'm not doing this anymore. And if I ever catch you back around here, I swear right now, your kneecaps is going to be turned into baloney.
That's when Ebeneezer wakes up and realizes that was just Christmas past.
He's like, oh my God. Oh, he's like, please, what the hell is happening here?
And then Pussy come up, hey, Christmas present. And he's like, that's it. I'm done.
He said, that's it. I'm done. I'm closing the factory. I'm done. He calls God. He's like, hey, Jesus, I got some bad news for you today.
What's the bad news, Ebeneezer?
Well, so I had this really wacky dream last night.
Oh, yes? Wacky dream?
Some ghosts came to visit me, told me if I don't turn my life around, that, I'm going to live in despair for the rest of eternity. I thought you had my back.
I let you know. Okay, I got your back. Why don't you go ahead? Take whatever time you need. We'll make sure everything gets situated. Okay?
I think that time's probably gonna be for the rest of my life. I think I gotta really, really lay low this time.
You know what? I understand. You take your time. Okay? All right. You have a good one.
You too, Jesus.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, do you know that guy Ebeneezer down there on 34th?
Yeah.
I need you to take his ass out.
Sounds good, boss. I'll make sure he gets wet.
Make sure it looks like a fire accident, something. Put him in the trash compactor, make it look like it was an accident. Maybe one of the workers revolted.
Don't worry. I'll lock the door and I'll knock the candle over while he sleeps.
That's okay. All right. Don't give too many details on the phone here. I think the feds is tapping me again. So just be careful out there, okay? Make sure you wear yourself some kind of mask or something. Maybe do that thing you do where you can like take over people's bodies and stuff like that. Do something like that.
Oh yeah.
In fact, really, to rub salt in the wound, make sure that you do it as Tiny Tim.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that Tiny Tim kid not only gets Ebeneezer, but he gets his crutches back. You understand what I'm saying here?
Hey, loud and clear, boss. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that sorry son of a bitch Ebeneezer never messes with God again.
All right, just call me from a payphone when it's done. Click.
Don't worry, I'll send him on the trolley to meet that bitch Lucifer. Click. Jesus whacking people.
Jesus is just up there. He's like Paulie from The Sopranos. And he's like, "Hey God, you see what I'm seeing right now? This guy Lucifer. He's trying to betray us."
Hey, Lucy boy. What I tell you one time, I know I told you a few. You better not be trying nothing down there again, or I'm gonna swear to God. I swear to me. I swear to me.
I swear on my life.
I'm gonna come down there, and I'm gonna smack the taste out your mouth. You better not ever disrespect me, disrespect my son, disrespect my kin or my people ever again, or I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna smack the taste out your mouth, and I'm gonna take your balls as collateral.
Listen, there's gonna be some angry demons down there once I'm done with you. There's gonna be some real angry demons down there. I'm not dealing with it right now.
I'm gonna make sure all the women is real moody, with a high pheromone count, but I'm gonna take all the guys' testicles away so nothing can be done about it.
Nothing. Do you really want to test me right now, Lucifer? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to test me on my son's birthday?
You tested me one time, and guess what happened?
Look,
you got kicked out.
I will take that refrigerator from that basement, and I swear on my life, I will ground you from playing Xbox for the rest of eternity. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Oh, now you want to give me the silent treatment, Lucy boy?
No, you're not talking to me. Don't worry. Hey, Duke can play at that game, you son of a bitch. Duke can play at that game, you goddamn son of a bitch. He's just like talking to himself.
I got to my head right there. I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god. That's too funny.
Deep breath.
Two can play that game, you son of a bitch.
Hey, two can play at that game, you son of a bitch.
Just imagine God saying that to somebody. Oh, silent treatment, huh? Well, two can play at that game, you son of a bitch. And it just gets all cloudy. God? Hello? Just rain. Hello? Gave Noah that silent treatment for 40 days.
Well, I think with that, that's a pretty good place to stop for the day.
That was so much Italian.
That was a lot. That was like probably like 10-15 minutes.
That's like the Mafia one again, but
better.
We made Scrooge and Jesus and Mobsters and God. Dude can play at that game, you son of a bitch.
So with that being said, don't forget to find us on YouTube, Spotify, all that good stuff. We'll have all the social media links down in the description below.
Like the YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, comment on the YouTube. Every little bit helps us just make this one day happen. Golly.
I think for just to kind of test the waters, I think think we'll put the merch link down if you want to check it out.
It's a dumb shirt, but every bit helps.
every bit does help. So you know, if you feel so inclined as to help us out, we'd truly appreciate it.
And then you can tag us in the Instagram post and we can say, look at these people.
We can show off our brand. We can show off our loyal listeners. We can get something going here. Also, don't forget, Brews and Bros Network. It's coming.
It's a real thing.
It's coming. Big ideas.
Like with the VeggieTales. Big idea.
It's coming. So you find the wheelchairs. You find your mobsters who run trash compacting agencies.
You pray to your God.
You keep paying attention. All right.
Silent treatment. You son of a...
Just remember, you guys give us the silent treatment in the comments. Who can play at that game?
You son of a bitch.
But not really. You guys aren't sons of bitches. But everything will be set up down below. Don't forget to share it with everybody, and we will catch you guys next week with our newest episode.
Ooh, that was too much.